Thank you, Kafui. The National President of the Ghana Hotels Association, Mr. Herbert Akwe, and the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Board Chair of Ghana Tourism Authority, Madam Adelaide Ahuri, and Executive Director, Mr. Kwesi Ajiman, Ghana Tourism Authority. Members of the National Executive Council, Chairman and members of the Awards Planning Committee, Chairman and members of the Awards Selection Committee. Your Royal Highness ni Dr. Akpobi Tete Churu Lamanche, Berima Kofi Aje Chining Jantwahini of Achim Ebuakwa, veteran hotelier who was, I would say, my contemporary, Nana Emmanuel Opoku Wari, and all utility and police services represented, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I deem it a great honor to be called upon this evening to chair the third awards night of the Ghana Hotels Association. On behalf of the Awards Planning Committee and on my own behalf, I wish to warmly welcome you all, you distinguished personalities gathered here at Labadi Beach Hotel to witness such an important event in the annals of the Ghana Hotels Association. Again, I wish to personally commend and also congratulate Herbert Akwe and his National Executive Council for instituting the award scheme, which will go a very long way to motivate and boost the morals of the Hoteliers Association in the country. The objective of my remarks is to re-echo many of the things that we always know about: how to improve tourism, and for that matter, the hospitality industry in the country. And for me, it is so painful that if we reflect on the issues that need addressing in tourism, the hospitality industry is well behind what pertains in other leading tourism countries. As an operator in the tourism industry, my vision for my country, Ghana, is to capture the West African tourism market by 2025. And my mission is to work region by region on priority projects akin to each region in the country. To be the tourism destination and capturing the West African market demands that we deal headlong with the challenges that have bedeviled and bewitched the sector: the multiplicity of taxes, levies, and licensing fees, direct and indirect, not to talk about the prohibitive utility tariffs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is said that tourism is the fourth largest foreign exchange contributor to the national economy, providing direct and indirect employment to a large number of people. It is also projected to become probably the second or the first biggest contributor to foreign exchange earnings by the turn of the century. On the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, some of the laws regulating the hospitality industry in the country need to be revised or reviewed, whilst others need to be totally scrapped. A case in point is the Spirit License Amendment Ordinance of 1928, which is quite obsolete in modern-day 24-hour operations of the accommodation enterprises. This 1928 law was abolished in the UK in 1968 in order to satisfy American European tourism markets. The TV Licensing Act of 1996, NLCD 89 of Ghana, which mandates the collection of license fees from individuals and households and repairers. The law has courted a huge outcry, with majority of Ghanaians not willing to pay. and the law must be scrapped. The EPA law of 2206 should also be looked at. Ladies and gentlemen, Legislative Instrument 1205 authorizes the Ghana Tourism Authority to license all hotels, restaurants, and travel agents in the country. In the same vein, the Local Government Act of 1993, Act 462, also empowers metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies to also license various categories of businesses operations, including hotels and restaurants and travel agents in their districts, to raise revenue for development. Unfortunately, the two licensing institutions have different modalities for grading and classifications, hotels and restaurants and businesses. Whereas the district, municipal, and metropolitan assemblies have no criteria for assessment of licensing rates, the Ghana Tourism Authority has LI 1205 backing their grading and classification. And yet, the DDMA fees and levies are far higher than the Ghana Tourism Authority. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, by the operation of Government Service Tax Act, all service industries, including accommodation and catering establishments, are required to collect, on behalf of the Ghana Revenue Authority, value-added tax of 17.5% from all clientele. The main aim of the Ghana tourism industry is to attract foreigners in the country with a view to earning foreign exchange. It is on record that in countries where little or no taxes are imposed, which we commonly refer to as tax havens, the industry has been so well developed and their earnings from tourism constitutes a substantial part of the gross domestic product. Among such countries are the British Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands, both in the Caribbean, Gibraltar, Ireland, Switzerland, Mauritius, and Western Samoa. The secret behind the success story of the tourism industry in these countries is virtually little or no taxes imposed on offshore companies. If Ghana can do that, we will attract a lot of foreigners to our country. Ladies and gentlemen, taxes and levies can stifle growth if they are not equitably and applied after careful consultations between fiscal authorities and the tourism sector. It may be true that taxing tourism is the easy way to gain extra revenue without upsetting our citizens, but it can also lead to Ghana becoming the most expensive destination for both international and domestic tourists. It would be unrealistic to say that we do not want to be taxed. No. If we did not want to pay taxes, there would be no money to improve airports and the roads, tourism aside, and putting basic infrastructure for tourism. But it is important that tourism is not unduly and unfairly taxed and levied. The question which really comes to my mind is, what efforts are being made by the legislators, the Ministry of Tourism, tax administrator in boosting the tourism industry? I dare say that there is an urgent need for the National Executive Council of the Ghana Hotel Association to vigorously pursue the harmonization of the multiplicity of taxes and levies in the country so that we can accommodate it. And before I resume my seat, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to remind practitioners, hoteliers, that there will be two major elections in February this year: the Ghana Tourism Federation and that of the Ghana Hotels Association. And since I'm a hotelier, I would humbly urge you to support our own to continue the good works he has done with the Ghana Hotels Association in order to assume the presidency of the Ghana Hotels Association. Again, it is my plea that the Ghana Hotels Association Voters Register be expanded so that people can vote from all the regions like they did for the Ghana Journalists Association last year. Ladies and gentlemen, I accept the chair with your prayers and support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our distinguished chair, Mr. Hudson Kojo Ablodefe. Please give him another round of applause.